All right, there's that sound, and you know what that means. We are cooking with fire this morning, and each Monday, as you know, we have headed to a different fire department.
Yes, and Todd is at the Fairview Park Fire Station with more on the individual roles within the department. Hi, Todd.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, they have a lot of them, too. By the way, I told them, I said, I want to travel the least amount of distance. So since it's right around the corner from my house, we get to go to the Fairview Park Fire Department. Of course, I know a lot of these guys. I've seen them around town over the past 20 years or so. I want to bring in Chief Tony Raffin. You've been here 25 years.
25 years. I got hired in 1999, so just hit 25 years this year.
What do you like best about being here?
The guys, no question. Yeah, it's a great group of guys. The relationship that you have here is second to none. You're never going to find anything like it anywhere else.
And talk about finding nothing like it. You guys have so many different things that go on here. I want to, of course, start with the truck because, of course, that's a big part of what you guys do.
So what you're looking at right now is our Truck 31. It's our initial response for fire suppression. Our squad is out. Otherwise, we'd show you a picture about that. It got banged out.
Yeah, they just got a call.
Right, just before this segment. But really, we're more than just that. We're more than the fire and the EMS components. And what I'm going to do today is, with all the guys, show you exactly a little bit of everything that we do. Because the reality is, without every single piece of this, we really can't do everything.
Right.
So it all starts over here with Ron Barlow. Ron Barlow is our supervisor of Westcom, which is our regional dispatch center. It is in Westlake at St. John Medical Center. And essentially, if you're calling 911 for any of the West Shore communities, Westlake, Rocky River, Bay Village, North Ridgeville, Fairview Park, all those calls are dumping into Westcom. And then Ron has the ability, as you heard, go over the speakers and says, hey, this is what's going on. This is where you need to respond. The great thing about that is that collaborative effort with the region makes it really something that's special because anybody can respond to our district, right? River can come here, we can go to River, Westlake can go there, and if you catch a fire call, you're never going to hear yourself go by yourself. It's a collaborative effort.
Yeah, you were talking about just so much math involved with it as you try to get all these different departments coordinated. If somebody's out on something else, somebody else has to fill in. It's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot to do, especially there's a lot of moving pieces, right? So if you have EMS calls, if you have fire calls, and you're not in the house, well, somebody needs to cover for that because you live in Fairview Park. You don't want to just be sitting there waiting for us to get back from the hospital.
Exactly.
So I have Ryan Myers here. Ryan is showing a little bit of the stuff that we have in our EMS, inventory. We have our squad, our bag, our monitor, and then we move on over here to Dylan Wester. Dylan is one of our newer guys.
Yeah, how you doing, Dylan?
So he's doing what we didn't want to, we didn't want to put you through the whole process.
I appreciate that.
Going in a tank. But Dylan he's breathing on air, he's got everything together, and that is our firefighter turnout gear. So for fire suppression, that's what we'll typically be putting on.
Now you guys do watercraft rescue as well, or water rescue?
We do. So we have, we're part of the West Shore Technical Rescue Team, and everybody here has a discipline in one way, shape, or form. So Mike Kokon over here, he's one of our water technicians, whether it's dive or swift water rescue, but all of this equipment is housed in the trailer here at Fairview Park. And we have the ability to use it and respond down to the valley, down to the lake. The river, we get a lot of floods going through the valley, as you well know. You get blocked out of there, you can't cut through there a lot. So.
That's so many things here. It's like just a little bit of everything to make sure that you can handle any situation. I know you talked about Captain Draves, Captain. Just some of the different things you're part of Westside Technical Rescue.
That's correct. Yeah. About 2 years ago, I took over the team, and again, as the chief said, it's a multi-community team. A lot of disciplines from land, technical rescue, water, hazmat. Drone is our newest one. And FIU.
And what is some of the equipment you have here?
So over here, this is our confined space equipment that bridges into rope, which also goes hazmat. All three of those disciplines are combined and attached at the hip, more or less.
Man, again, a little bit of everything right here. Chief, let's continue on.
So we have FIU, Fire Investigative Unit. So this is J.D. Weinberg. He's one of our firefighters, and he is our representative for the FIU, because if we do get a fire, we have to investigate it, right? Figure out what's going on, how it was caused, what was happening with it. But every department has a representative or two that they can send to the scene and take care of things like that.
That's awesome.
We have our training division here. This is Lieutenant Stan Barkowitz. One of the other firefighters that left on the squad, Heath Hardigan, is also big in the training portion of it. They build a lot of contraptions on their own. So this right here is just built to represent our hose deck.
Yeah.
Right. So when you're pulling hose off, instead of going out into the ramp and pulling it off the rig, they're pulling it off over here.
That's awesome.
One of the last things we're going to touch base with is our drone. We're going to go to this a little bit later, but we have a small drone and a larger drone. Brian Kloss is here from the county. He really has partnered with us. We're putting some people together to go through Series 107. It's a class so that they can become pilots and fly the bigger drone. Right now, we've used the smaller drone plenty of times at some larger fires here on the west side.
That is amazing. Wow, so many things here at the Fairview Park Fire Department. Of course, part of West Side Technical Rescue. And again, we're going to have more coming up. Cooking with Fire right here at the Fairview Park Fire Department. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, interesting stuff. Thank you, Todd.